title or whatever, Haram gets
he had all
raped
that
and
shit.
mutilated by flames. We're not doing that shit. That's not how it's gonna work.
To be fair, you're mutilating him right now. Flames his ass.
What?
Okay, bro. That's great
Yeah,
and all.
this guy's
In
weird.
5 months,
We
be a
believe.
beef
Wait,
with
wait,
me.
Haram,
Same thing is gonna happen.
please trust us. We won't do this. Swear.
Get the recording back.
Yeah.
Please.
No.
Trust
Please
me,
Yeah,
bro.
not gonna
Please
lie, I
trust
don't
me,
trust
Haram.
it anymore, Ja.
Here, bro,
You're mad
this guy
untrustworthy.
you think is
Hold
better
on.
than me.
1 second.
Yeah, you can't trust them hoodlums.
Here, bro.
Gangbangers.
Anyway.
Yeah, consistency of
Bro, Yanni, I
Islam.
fucking hate you, bro. What the fuck was that match, bro?
Let me tell you something.
Wait, don't start up another match yet. I'm
Actually, I don't
joining.
give a fuck.
Say
Let's just
something,
start.
bro.
It's shit's already on recording. I don't give a fuck.
Bro, 1 second.
Okay, so
We're doing
what
one
is the
more.
response? I don't get it.
I'm literally
Say
joining
this
right
once
now.
more for the rec.
Anyways,
Literally,
you're
it's
trying
just
to.
the unusual abilities argument. Unusual
I'm
abilities have been
done.
stated time and time again. Like, this ability is weird. It's weird. It's weird. Like, oh, this is such a freaky curse technique. Wow, you just summoned a
Oh.
big monster, whatever the fuck. Now, since we're 174 chapters into the story, what we're gonna say is unusual abilities is in reference to how powerful the abilities are. They're unusual in how powerful they are. It's strange that Yuta is so much stronger than everyone else. And if his abilities are the second most potent, the second most powerful, and Maki is Heavenly Restriction, if Cursed Energy Application is an ability, then what's going to happen off of that is the potency of his Cursed Energy Reinforcement is going to be superior to Maki's Heavenly Restriction, meaning he's going to have better stats than her, meaning his win con is he's going to outstats her and defeat her.
Okay, I mean to start.
Ja, we lost, bro.
To start off, okay, to start off, I'm gonna just clarify. So, I know I'm not strawmanning your argument. You're saying that curse techniques and stuff like that, curse energy, isn't the unusual ability. The unusual ability is like how powerful these abilities are. Yes.
Bro, stop. Stop.
No, unusual abilities. Okay. In this context, it's literally just an ability that the population of Earth doesn't really have. So the population of Earth mostly doesn't have curse techniques.
Can you prove that?
Okay.
Dude,
So
read the
curse
story.
techniques. Okay, so curse techniques and stuff related to CE are like unusual abilities. Sure. Move on.
Yeah.
Send the code, yeah.
So if you're second in
1
unusual
second, bro.
abilities, I interpret that as you're second most potent in those abilities, second most
Wait, come to
proficient,
please.
second most capable.
Okay, so Yuta is better at using like his curse energy to like coat himself with like armor, like curse energy reinforcement. He's better at like using it to like output like the curse energy than Maki is at using her heavenly restriction to like heighten her senses or like observe stuff. Sure.
She doesn't use it; it's inherent. She just has it.
No, there's perks that come with the heavenly restriction ability, like for example, like a heightened sense.
I don't care about the senses or flying or whatever the fuck. I care about her
Yeah, I know you
stats. Her
don't care. I
stats
know
are
you
worse
don't care.
than Yuta.
I'm saying the interpretation I'm providing is that this scan could just be talking about how Yuta's ability to apply curse energy to reinforce himself is better than Maki's ability to apply her like sensory, like heightened sensory abilities in combat.
That doesn't even make any fucking sense. One of the
Wow.
abilities of Heavenly Restriction is literally heightened power, heightened stats in response to losing all of your cursed energy. Doesn't make any sense at all. That's literally one of the abilities. If that's one of the abilities and he's the second best in the abilities, then he's just going to be better in that category, meaning he's stronger, better stats.
Wait. How does this mean my interpretation doesn't make any sense? Also, repeat what you just said because you kind of cut out.
Okay, how the fuck are you going to be better at being strong physically than someone else is at fucking standing or flying or whatever the fuck? Are you talking about the skill with all that stuff? Because in a comparison of just stats in comparison to flying, that doesn't make any sense.
That's not what I said. I said that Yuta is better at I said that Yuta is better at controlling his cursed energy to do things like reinforce himself than Maki is at like using, like, for example, the gifts given to her by heavenly restriction in combat.
Wow, you just said exactly what I just said in different words. You're a fucking idiot.
You haven't addressed it.
You're a fucking idiot. Oh my god. Oh my god. That can be inclusive of the interpretation. It's all encompassing.
Okay, it's all encompassing. How does this raise probability for your interpretation?
Okay. If one of the things included in both abilities are stats, and he has a better overall abilities set than her, then that would include his stats being better than her.
No, he's better. No, wait. I want to clarify. He's better in unusual abilities. Whether or not that includes stats, I'm unsure on.
Okay. You've already agreed that curse energy is You've already agreed. So you're
curse energy is an unusual ability. Is stats an unusual ability? Or unless you're trying to imply that curse...
I'm not talking... No.
Oh
I'm
my
not
god.
talking about the stats. Your body isn't an
You just said it.
ability, but the ability to enhance the body to be at a specific level, that is an ability.
Your ability to enhance the body by like reinforcing yourself. Is that what you mean?
Yes.
Okay, so that's an unusual ability. Sure, Yuta is better at enhancing his body through like manipulating his cursed energy to like use as sort of like an armament than Maki is as using her unusual abilities, like for example, heightened physical senses and applying them in combat like effectively.
You
Again, this
just
isn't
fucking
addressing what I said.
conceded. You're a fucking idiot.
What?
You just agreed that Yuta is above Maki. You're so fucking
Yuta is
stupid.
above Yuta. If you, are you you're a retard? Okay, I didn't concede that Yuta is above Maki in stats. What I agreed is that Yuta is better at manipulating his cursed energy than Maki is at applying her heightened senses adequately or effectively to a fight.
Fuck you mean what? That's literally just combat skill. That's not an ability. What are you talking about? Are you stupid? Do you think the
Are you
skill I
stupid?
have behind a blade is like an ability in the context of like supernatural abilities? Do you think that makes any sense? Doesn't make any sense at all. There's a
The
rhetorical
skill
fucking
you
question.
okay?
It's
So
stupid as fuck.
what is Maki's supernatural ability that we're talking about? It's
Heavenly
her heavenly
restriction.
restriction, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and the stuff and the unusual ability that her heavenly restriction gives her is the ability to see curses and stuff, right? So Yuta is better at
There's no fucking way.
manipulating cursed energy to
That's
like
one of her abilities. Yes,
reinforce
I don't think
himself.
that's her only
What
ability,
is her other unusual ability?
bro. The ability of heavenly restriction is amplified stats in return of you losing all of your curse
Is
energy.
amplifying your stats is an unusual ability.
What?
Prove
Are you
amplifying your
crazy?
stats is an unusual. Yeah.
So do you
go
think
ahead and
like
prove that.
normal human beings walk around and then they randomly start moving at Mach 3 like Maki?
Are you sped?
Do you think that's
When they
normal?
say unusual ability,
Do you want
when
me to
they say
show you
unusual,
that? Do you want me to
wait, when they
show you
say,
Maki moving at Mach
can you
3?
shut up? Can you shut up? When they say unusual
No.
ability,
No, I can't.
oh my
No, I
god.
can't. Watch.
Okay, you're defining ability there as like just the
No, be
capacity to
quiet.
do
Be quiet.
something.
I'm gonna send the
Shut-
scan.
Can you
I'm
shut
gonna send
up?
the scan.
You're
Be quiet.
defining
Be
ability
quiet.
there as just the capacity to
I
do
don't care what
something.
you're saying. I'm
Why
not
can't
responding
ability
to it
shut up?
unless
Shut
I send
up!
the
Shut
scan.
up! Shut up! Why can't
I don't care.
ability
I'm
just
sending
be
the scan.
talking about
Be
like a
quiet.
supernatural
Be quiet.
power?
Be quiet.
What? Are you
So
gonna
look
address
at
what I said?
this. Naoya at full speed is
Yeah,
at Mach
Maki's
3.
Mach
And
3.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
show you
Maki's Mach
Maki
3.
moving
Listen
at
at
Mach 3.
yeah, Maki's Mach 3.
Be quiet. Be quiet. Be quiet.
Maki's Mach 3. It's address what I said.
Okay, that's fine. I'm just sending the scans anyways. It doesn't matter. So what did you say now? Repeat it.
Okay, sure. Maki is Mach 3. And since you didn't listen, I'm gonna say it one last time. Okay. When when you have the scan, you're assuming you're baking in a definition of ability. The definition that you're baking in is the capacity to do something. Why can't ability there just be talking about like some supernatural power that is like most commonly associated with like the hacks they talk about in versus Battle Wiki?
Hacks, if I'm saying it's all encompassing, you could say it's one thing, but that wouldn't make any sense because my argument is it would encompass the hacks, the abilities, and everything. It wouldn't just be one singular thing. It's abilities, not ability. It's plural, not singular.
Obviously, it's comparing Yuta's unusual supernatural powers to other people's what do you call it?
Okay, if
Unusual
one of those is
supernatural
stats, he's
powers.
stronger than her.
What? Prove that?
Okay, you want me to prove that if you have better stats than someone, you win? Are you serious?
No.
You want me to prove that if you have better stats than
he has
another
better stats,
person,
dumb-dumb.
you probably
Prove
win
that he
in a
has better
fight? Are you
stats.
serious?
Prove that he has
Are
better
you
stats,
genuinely
dumb-dumb.
asking me that?
I said prove that he has better stats.
It's under the argument. What are you talking about? I just gave you the
Okay,
argument.
the argument I've just addressed because you tried to prove it, and then I
No,
said
you
that
didn't
you're
address
baking in it.
anything. You just said it could be something else, but my argument is it's all
What
abilities.
did I not
So it's
address?
not
What
one
did I not address?
ability, it's not ability, it's abilities.
Yeah, it's okay. It's multiple abilities
Nigga
within
is
the set of
ass.
supernatural
Take your
powers.
time,
You can have.
bitch. Take your
Are
time.
you
Think before you
retarded?
speak.
You can have multiple. Anyways, you can have multiple abilities, as in supernatural powers. Like for example, Yuta has
Okay,
multiple
if it's
supernatural
all of
powers.
them, then it's one of them in which he's stronger than her by stats.
Which one of Yuta's supernatural abilities
Cursed
being above?
energy reinforcement.
Okay, how does
Listen.
cursed energy reinforcement give you better speed and AP than someone else?
Yo, what?
Yeah, that's what I asked.
How does cursed energy reinforcement give you better speed in AP
Yes,
than
yes,
someone
yes.
else?
Repeat.
So
Does
let
repeating
me
it
ask
better
you
make you
this:
understand it?
why do you think in chapter 1 of the story, Yuji Itadori kicks a cursed spear and it doesn't break any walls, it doesn't go through the building, and in chapter 214 of JJK, he sends Sukuna through a skyscraper? Why do you think that happens?
That can be because he also just like physically got stronger in terms of AP instead of
Oh,
it
he
just
just
being like a
physically
quick
got that
animation.
much stronger?
Yeah, you
He's
don't
just
think
that
Yuji's been
strong? He
training
can
since the
just
start of the
punch you through a
fucking series?
skyscraper? Are you
You
serious?
don't think
He
Yuji's
can
been
just
training?
punch you through a
Yuji's been training
skyscraper?
since the start of
Normal
the series?
human beings can do that?
What? No,
Yeah,
his
yeah.
oh my
So
god.
when has the
Is this
author
because his
ever
curse?
said
Wait,
that
is this
Yuji just
because?
has
Oh my
so
god.
much physical
Go ahead.
capabilities in which he could just send someone through a skyscraper by punching them? When has that ever been demonstrated? To only be
Okay.
through physicals and not cursed
Okay,
energy.
it's stated, and it's very implicit
Show
in
the
the series
statement.
that
Show the
Yuji's
statement.
supposed
It's
to.
never stated. That statement doesn't exist.
You don't even know what I'm saying.
There is no statement in JJK that says that Yuji has such great natural physical
Did I
strength
say that?
that he's able to send people through skyscrapers and be that
No,
strong.
no, I didn't say that because you cut me off before I can even speak. What I'm saying is that Yuji's physical strength is hyped up. Okay, and I'm gonna explain the instance
The
of
reason
Yuji
for that is
sending.
because of cursed
Shut up,
energy. It's not
shut up.
because of physicals.
What?
It's because of cursed energy.
Yeah, can we
The
wrap this up?
reason why Yuji Itadori
Show
is
me
as
that.
strong as he is because he had a finger sealed up into him upon birth. And
That
he is a
finger was
death
only
painting.
unsealed after Shibuya, retard.
There's a finger inside of Yuji.
Okay,
Hey,
he's a
yo.
death painting. Who gives a fuck? He's still a
What?
death painting. He is a
He's a
death
death
painting.
painting?
When
A death
Keiichizu,
painting?
Eso, and Choso become death paintings,
What
they
is a death?
become
Do you know what a death
supernatural,
painting is?
very strong opponents.
Yuji's a death painting, like chapter one.
Yes. Yes, he's a death painting.
What?
That's why
Okay,
he's
what do you think a
Choso's
death
brother.
painting
He's
is?
a death painting.
Isn't like a delusion? The hell?
Yo, you.
He's his brother because Kenjaku is his parent. I don't know what he's talking about with
Exactly.
his death pain and stuff, but yeah.
No, I can show
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
There's
Also, the
literally like
finger
a
was
panel
unsealed. The
like
finger was
showing that
unsealed.
they're
So
literally.
the finger was unsealed.
Stop.
So whatever
Stop.
effects of the death
Stop.
painting you're talking about isn't present there.
They're not just connected by like a father. These guys share like the death painting trait. That is
Yeah, the
why
death painting trait was
Choso is
wait. The
literally
death
able
painting
to
trait was
notice when Yuji is
the
on the
death
verge of
painting stuff.
death.
The death painting trait was only
I'll literally
awakened
show
after
you that.
Shibuya.
I'll literally show you that. Stop.
Yeah, you can show
Stop.
me that. You can show me
Stop.
that. The finger was only unsealed after Shibuya, so everything you're talking
Look
about
at
only
this. Look at
happened
this
after
panel
Shibuya.
of Choso freaking the fuck out. That's because Yuji's near death. It's literally why. It's the same thing that happened with Eso and Keiichizu. It's the same thing.
Okay.
It's the same thing. They're
Okay,
both death
he's
paintings. They're
freaking
connected
out.
via that. They're not just connected through a father.
Wait, I'm pretty sure it stated.
I can
Okay.
show you another thing too. They're literally
Oh
both
my
shown in
God.
vials as like little fucking babies as death paintings.
No,
I can show you that.
It's shown Choso with Eso and Kekizu, whatever the guy's name was. But why? But why can't he?
That's not true. That's not true. That's not true at all. I'm about to knowledge cliff the fuck out of you,
Wait, you
boy.
made another claim. You made another claim. I have to address it. Why can't Choso just be freaking out here because of the past that he just created up in his head? It stated that it was a delusion.
The past that he created up in his
Yeah,
head.
yeah.
You think he just
it stated that he made a past that never actually happened.
Okay. Why do you think that happened? Do you think Choso just freaked the fuck out and randomly started being schizophrenic in the middle of the chapter? Or do you think it's connected to something that's already established within the story?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Oh, you're not sure? Oh, I know you're not sure because you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You're just being skeptic.
No, I'm not sure if it's actually
If
even
there's
explained.
something within the story that could explain this thing, then it is the best explanation instead of some random arbitrary possibility that isn't based on anything. It's a super uncommon event for people to just freak out in the middle of a interaction and just make up shit in their head and go schizophrenic. That never happens, pretty much.
It stated that he made up shit in his head. What the fuck?
Yeah, but it's uncommon, and I'm saying it's uncommon for this specific reason. I'm saying this specific thing that's already presented within the story is the likely reason as to why this uncommon thing happened there. That's what I'm saying.
Is it uncommon for Choso?
Is it uncommon for Choso? I'm making a prediction. I don't know anything about Choso, but if he abides by anything that normal people do, then it's probably unlikely that Choso does that. It's literally a prediction based on regular people.
Normal people in the verse are like humans and stuff. Choso isn't a human.
Okay, Choso has like a similar psychology to a human though. He literally like exudes like human traits psychologically and everything. What the fuck are you talking about? You want me to prove that Choso doesn't have similar psychological traits to a human being? Do you know what a death painting
No,
is?
prove that
They're
he
half
prove that he
human,
has similar
half
psychological
curse.
physical traits
They
to a human.
have a human base. They have a human brain.
No, it's a human vessel, and they're possessing it.
Okay, so they have a human brain. That's great. They literally just
What?
take the vessel and then add
Are you
curse to it.
stupid?
That's great. That's great.
When for example people like Kenjaku possess, or let's use Sukuna. When Sukuna possesses Yuji and stuff, does he have like the same psyche as Yuji? Like, is he using Yuji's brain?
That's a different soul. That's not analogous.
It's a different soul. Okay, prove that.
Yeah, I'm talking about the physical body. I'm not talking about the consciousness.
Okay. From
There
what
can be
I've
two
okay,
different
from the
consciousness
interpretation I
is
got from
within
reading
a body due to different souls.
Shut up. The interpretation I got from reading the series is that they're literally just putting like this death painting soul inside another human who has a soul in them. But also, I think this is pretty irrelevant.
Okay, that has
'cause, like,
nothing to do
the
with the
reason.
claim
The reason
because
we got.
brains are
Wait,
the
can I speak?
physical
I
thing.
wasn't done.
I'm not talking about the
I
consciousness or
wasn't
the
finished.
soul.
I wasn't finished. Okay. What I was gonna say is that the reason we even got on this point is because initially you tried saying that Yuji's strength is based in like the cursed energy and stuff sealed inside him, and not his like innate physical strength. You have yet to prove that. Maybe you can prove that like cursed energy influenced his strength in some way. That doesn't mean that having greater cursed energy than someone else, any stat correlated cursed energy than someone else, means that you're stronger physically than them. And
I
also,
didn't
I've already
say that
explained.
having more cursed energy makes you more powerful than someone else. I'm saying that the specific ability of
That's what you
amplifying your
have to be
stats
saying.
through the means of cursed energy, resulting in a set level of stats, if that ability is more potent than Maki's ability to amplify her stats, then the implication there is that his stats are superior to Maki's.
Wait, okay, so can you restate what you said? Because like I think your mic kind of muffled.
You weren't paying attention. That's great.
No, I was paying
Okay.
attention.
I'm going to say it once more. If the specific ability here is to enhance one's stats through the means of curse energy, and this ability is more potent than Maki's ability, which to amplify her stats through heavenly restriction, that would imply that he has a greater amplification of his stats than Maki's.
Yeah, Yuta can be better. Okay, Yuta can be better at enhancing his stats than Maki's. That doesn't mean that he's stronger.
Shit. Retarded.
Also, by the way, Stakazuki, before you even start,
how could you be better at enhancing your stats than someone else and not be stronger? If I'm enhancing my stats, I'm getting to a set level of power. If my power is inferior to someone else's, how did I have a better level of enhancement than them?
Can I explain now without you rambling? Okay, let's say you start at a stat point of 10, and then I start at like a stat point of 1,000,000,000. Okay, and then I can only add 1 to my current initial stat point. Okay, but you can add like 50. Obviously, you're better at enhancing your stats, but you're still weaker than me post enhancing.
Well, that wouldn't make any sense because Yuta and Maki regularly are both humans, and Maki is a woman, so she has an inferior body to Yuta's on average anyway. Because men are typically stronger than women. So the amplification there would probably be greater on Yuta's end than Maki's.
Okay, I can grant that men are typically stronger than women who don't have heavenly restrictions. So that's the case with heavenly restrictions.
Heavenly restriction is a part of the ability which is amplifying the stats. No, you're not. No, you're not listening. Listen to me. Listen to me. Stop.
I don't see why them being a human even matters.
Stop. I'm talking. Yeah, you don't see why it matters, so I'll explain it to you. At our baseline level, these guys are human beings. They don't have any stats. Leave that alone. Add the abilities which make them stronger. If his ability to enhance his stats is better than Maki's, then he's probably stronger than Maki. Because she's just a regular human being without the ability.
You can't prove that. She has a heavenly restriction.
Holy shit, without the heavenly restriction, she's a normal human being. Are you retarded?
Bro, what the fuck is this argument?
Without a heavenly restriction, she's a normal human being?
Yes!
I don't know if she's like, I don't know. You know what?
Without heavenly restriction, without cursed energy, everyone in the verse is just a normal human being. Besides maybe Sukuna, because he's literally a brain.
You can take 2 humans of
literally deformed as fuck.
Shut up. You can take two sorcerers in JJK, strip them of their cursed energy, strip them of all their tools, their heavenly restrictions that they might have, and one of them can still be massively stronger than the other one. I don't see the issue with that.
It's unlikely that Maki is going to be stronger than a man, given that she's a woman.
Okay, yeah, wait, prove this the same in JJK.
Prove this is the same in JJK? Yeah, so fiction
guys
is
are
inspired by reality. That's like the actual like information that you use to create things within fiction. Any single thing that you can point to within fiction is going to be stemming from a specific concept or thing that you've
Wait, this is
seen
fine.
in
This is
real
fine.
life
This is
that you
fine. This
can
is fine. This is
point
fine.
to.
I
So
grant that
given
the
no,
average
no, no.
woman.
Oh, so you
I can
agree that
grant.
more people
I can grant that
no,
the.
no,
I
more
don't care.
men
I
in
don't care. I
JJK
don't even need
are
you to get into
stronger
the
than
proof.
women.
I don't
You
even
agree with
need you
that?
to get into the proof because I have a response to it already.
So
Okay,
you're
I can
gonna
grant that.
drop
I
it.
can
Okay,
grant
that's
that
great.
the average
Great,
woman in
beautiful,
JJK is weaker
beautiful.
than the
That's a
average. I
retarded
can.
thing to ask me to
Can I
prove.
speak? Can I speak? I can grant that the
Hmm?
average woman in JJK is weaker than the average man in JJK. Prove that this is the same for someone who is influenced by sorcerers.
Prove this is the same for someone who's
Yeah,
influenced by
influenced by
sorcery.
sorcerers and cursed energy. Someone who's been around cursed energy and done extensive training.
Well, they just wouldn't have cursed energy under this hypothetical because cursed energy is an ability. I'm
Yeah, but
talking
they've
about them
done
without
training,
any
yo.
abilities. Oh, the training? These guys have the same training regimen. What do you mean?
Okay,
We literally
okay,
see
go
this in
ahead and
Volume
prove.
0. They're sparring with one another. Maki
Go
isn't
and
doing some
prove. Go
crazy
and
training
wait. Shut
regimen which is
up.
going to
Go
make
ahead and
her more
prove.
powerful than Yuta. That doesn't make any sense.
I don't grant
It's
that
the same
before they
school.
went.
Why are they going to
I
train
don't
one
grant. I
person better
don't.
than the other?
Can I speak? Can I speak? I don't grant that before they came to like Jujutsu High that they had that like a similar training regimen. Maybe Maki had a greater one because like like Yuta was like a normal school kid back then.
Okay, well, I don't give a fuck about before they came to JJ High. I care about their current physical stats.
Yeah, I
That's what I
agree that
care
their
about.
current training regimen is the same. Maybe Maki had like a more intense
Okay, so Yuta
training
is
regimen
probably
before that made
stronger
her
than Maki.
stronger.
So if he's
What?
currently probably stronger than Maki without the
You can't
usage of any
prove that.
abilities, cursed
You
energy,
can't prove
heavenly
that.
restriction,
That's the
etc.,
question, Beg.
then with a stronger, more potent ability to amplify stats
That's
than
the question,
heavenly
Beg.
restriction, Yuta
That's the
is
question, Beg.
likely to be more powerful than Maki in terms of
That's
stats.
the question, Beg. Him
How's
being
that a question,
stronger,
Nick? What the fuck are you talking about?
him probably being stronger without any of his amps currently is in question. Because Maki
Okay.
Maki might have had like
That's
a
in
more
question. You
intense
didn't put
training.
that into
Can I
question.
speak?
You put into
Maki
question
might
whether he would be
wait. What?
stronger
I
than
was
her
still speaking. I
previously
was still speaking.
before they
I was
came
still
to
speaking.
Jujutsu High.
I'm gonna dismiss
Yeah, you
everything you
fucking
just said
start.
because I was
Shut up,
still
bitch.
speaking. Okay, look. So Maki might have had. Wait, can I speak? Wait, okay. Maki might have had like
I
a
wasn't
better
speaking.
training
What
regimen,
the
like
fuck are you
more
talking
intense
about?
training regimen before she came to Jujutsu High. That would make it
I don't
so
care about
that
before. I
stacks
care
on
about now.
top. Shut up. I'm not even done. That would make it so it stacks on top of the equal of the same training regimen that she has in Jujutsu High compared to Yuta. That would make it so she's stronger than Yuta currently without like cursed energy and stuff like that.
Oh,
Also, yeah, Haram is winning.
I would
Don't vote
just say
for
in
me.
response to that, we don't know whether one person had a better training regimen than the other. So what I would just say in this specific context is since we don't know, since I have a specific motivation to believe that Maki is probably going to be inferior to Yuta in terms of
You don't
stats,
have
she's going to be
what
physically
motivation?
weaker than him due to being a woman. This is something that happens on average. Okay, I'm just going to say that it's likely the case. I don't need to know about whether or not Maki or Yuta had better training regimens beforehand. I'm making a prediction. I don't have all of the information.
Okay, yeah, this is
So
just a big leap in
this is
logic.
an abduction. Off of the
No,
incomplete
this is not an
information,
abduction, and you don't
it
know what
is
an
most
abduction is. You don't
likely,
know what an
given the
abduction
data,
is.
that this man is going to be more powerful than this woman physically.
Okay, you know what an abduction is, so I want you to sit the fuck down and
I
actually
don't know what an
open a
abduction is,
philosophy
retard.
book before you even use that word with me, Haram. Now listen,
You're a fucking
the
idiot.
reason that it's a
So an
leap in
abduction
logic
is
is
just when
because
you're
shut
using
up. Can you
reasoning
shut
off
up?
of
Can you shut up?
incomplete
Can you shut
information
up? Can you
to
shut
come to
up?
a
Can you shut
conclusion, a
up?
likely
Can you shut
conclusion.
up?
You want to look it
I
up
don't
on
care what you
Google?
just
That's
said,
what
but
it is.
I really don't care about what you just said because I'm gonna go ahead and finish my argument. Listen, I agree. I'm gonna explain why it's a leap in logic, by the way, in case you're like wondering. What you're trying to say is that the average woman is weaker than the average man in JJK, but what's in question is whether or not I agree that that applies to like normal humans. What's in question is whether or not Maki is a normal human. If Maki has like an unknown trait that we can't account for, we can't say that she's a normal human. Therefore,
You
you
think it's
cannot now.
likely that Maki has
What?
some random supernatural or freakish trait to make her like abnormally strong in comparison to the
Her
regular
training
population?
resume that
You
her
think
training.
she's some
Are you
Eddie
talking about
Hall where she just has
her
crazy genetics?
are
You
you
think that's
talking about her
likely?
training resume?